Your disappointments does not define you. The way you respond to them does. Will you allow these setbacks to stop you? Or will you use them as fuel to propel you forward? The topic for today is don't allow your disappointments to become your distractions. Okay. So, oftentimes in life, we do face disappointments, whether it be a missed opportunity, a failed exam, or whether you receive a rejection email from a job that you went to. You went to the interview and he thought you did so good. Then, some weeks later, they email you to tell you, we're going to move on with somebody else. Now, these things can cause emotions to rise. So, yes, you are going to feel confused, hurt, sad, but these emotions are what paralyzes us. Yeah? So, I wrote down a few things that I want to say because I didn't want to forget. Disappointment happens all the time to all of us, okay? But distractions is something that you choose and you can control. When you let disappointment become a distraction, it takes away from what is really important. It makes you lose sight on what really matters. Your purpose, your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, your growth. Okay? Success isn't about avoiding failure, setbacks, or disappointment. It's about pushing through them. Yeah? The difference between those that reach their goals and those that don't is that some people stay focused in the face of disappointment. Okay? I'm staying focused doing this video right now because whew, some disappointments have come. Me trying to do this one little video has caused some disappointments. And I was distracted and I did it. Oh my God, I can't even tell you how much times I did this over. But here we go. I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping in the name of Jesus. Okay? So, some people don't allow their disappointments to distract them. And that's how they push through in life. That's how they succeed. As I said before, your disappointment does not define you. Okay? How you respond to them does. Are you going to allow it to stop you, or are you going to allow it to be fuel to propel you to the future? Yeah, I have 2 tips that we can use to not be distracted by our disappointments. 1, reframe your disappointment. Ask yourself these questions. What can I learn from this? How can this help me grow? Every disappointment is a lesson in disguise. So, one thing I learned in project management is at the end of a project, you come up with something called lessons learned. Now, these are things that you gather from the project. So, it could be while doing a project, I incorporated these steps or these things, and it worked well for me. So, I'm going to use it in my next project, my next stage. Or you did certain things and it didn't work. So I'm not gonna use these things. These may have been risk that I didn't cater for or whatever. And next time not to use it. Okay. So I see life as a project. I see every stage in life as a project, every season as a project. So I do that. I say, you know what? What did I learn this time? What am I gonna do different next from what I learned then? Because we go through things then so that we can be a certain way over here, okay, in the future. What you learn in the past is supposed to help you in your future. Yeah? Okay, I hope you got that. All right, 2, you focus on what you can control. Don't dwell on what went wrong. Shift your energy to what you still can achieve. Oh, that's beautiful. All right, so I obviously, as with everything else, I went into the Bible to get a Bible example of this same scenario that we are learning about today, not allowing our disappointments to become a distraction. And the person that came to my mind was Joseph. Okay, so let's journey with Joseph. So he started off as a favorite. Yeah, he's a favorite. He got the coat. But then things turned sour. He was betrayed by blood. Oh, that's a nice summon, you know. Betrayed by blood. Okay. All right. He was betrayed by his brothers. They sold him into slavery. And then, if that wasn't bad enough, then he was imprisoned. The man was too fine for his own good. And sis wanted to have a good time. And he was like, mm-mm. And she said, okay, I'm going to do for you. So he ended up in prison wrongfully. How many times have we gone through things or being, what's the word I'm trying to say? Blamed for things that we didn't do, you know, and you're wrongfully accused. But say what? Let's continue. Yet he stayed focused. Most times we don't stay focused. We allow these things to change our outcome of what's next. So that's how this distractions come about, when we allow things to, like this, like right this minute my phone is trying to distract me. But I'm gonna continue. He was so focused that he gained trust, the trust of the prison guards. Yeah. He even gained the trust of the prisoners because he started to interpret dreams, you know. I gotta trust you for you to interpret a dream for me. And that opened the door for him to, it took a while, but it still opened the door for him to interpret a dream for the Pharaoh. And that then opened a door for him to have authority in Egypt. I mean, he was second in command or something like that. And what that says to me is that once you stay focused and not be distracted, a promotion is waiting on you. Yeah. So Genesis 50:20, it says, the King James Version, he was saying to his brothers, but as for you, our disappointments, yeah, ye thought evil against me, but God meant it unto good. Yeah. So God is working through your disappointments for a greater purpose. You may not see it now and it's okay, but eventually you would see it and then you would be like, oh, that's why I had to go through these things, and that's why this, and that's why that. And of course, I always like to tie things back with a real life scenario that we're living in right now. So I got an example of Mr. Thomas Edison. He faced numerous failures and setbacks trying to invent a light bulb. Now, I had two different reviews that said he had 1,000 unsuccessful attempts, but yet still somewhere along the line they said, he said, I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. How much ever it was, the light bulb is here. Did he allow his disappointments to distract him? If he did, why is this here? Why is this in my hand? How much years later? You catch what I'm saying? I hope you catch what I'm saying. So as I'm ending, I am going to tell you this. Disappointment is inevitable, but distractions, you have the power to avoid them. Disappointments is a setback, but we can see it as a stepping stone and not a roadblock. Your journey doesn't stop here. It's just getting started. So don't allow your disappointments to be your distraction. Stay focused, stay driven. The best is yet to come. As usual, I'm here to transform your life by inspiring you. So I'm going to see you on the next video. Like, subscribe, and all of that good stuff. Do have a good day.